Hey guys, welcome to Chris Mac, and in today's video we have the 2021 Genesis GV80. This is a 2.5 liter turbo prestige, so it's the base engine with all the options. Approaching the GV80, which has a very striking design. This is your key fob right here, lock, unlock. You got your automatic parking, just regular necessities. You do have keyless entry for the front door handles. Looking on the interior, everything is soft touch from up here. You got real wood trim. This is all stitched, soft, real aluminum right here. Even this down here is actually padded. This one does have the ErgoMotion driver's seat, which is a massage. So you do have your cushion extension, your massage functions, which there are 3 of, and then you have your power bolsters in and out. This one does have ambient lighting right here. Let's go ahead and start her up. Push button start. As the GV80 comes to life, first thing you are greeted by is the big 14-inch screen right here, which is touch. You can use the rotary dial, and you also do have swipe capability. In the GV80 Prestige with the 3.5 liter twin turbo V6, you do have a full digital dash. This one is still half. So you have an analog speedometer and a 8-inch screen right here, a helper screen with your RPMs and other functions. Over the nearly 10,000 miles this GV80 has traveled, we have 21.6 miles to the gallon. Let me show you under the hood. Speaking of fuel economy, let's see if I can do this one-handed. This is your 2.5 liter turbo, 300 horsepower, 311 pound-foot of torque. As far as miles per gallon goes, it is low 20s in the city and high 20s on the highway. This has a 8-speed automatic with auto start stop. Back on the interior, you do have some presets right here with your full automatic climate control. You see you have a map function, navigation, and you can set a preset for favorites. You do have a radio media and a setup button. You have HD radio, Sirius XM, AM FM. That's where your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connects at right there. That's where you hit once it's connected right here through this SS screen USB port. And my favorite, which is the sounds of nature. This adds to the whole environment of the GV80. You got the seat massagers, you got some nice AC going, and you got the nature, and you're just fine. Passenger talk, which allows you to talk to the rear occupants using these speakers right here on the roof. And a quiet mode, which allows you to adjust the sound on the interior. See, this is all high quality rear wheel trim. This is soft touch. And the wood just continues down the center console. This is how you can control the screen. You gotta use this right here, the touch screen, or you can pinch, zoom, and swipe. And then of course it's your volume, your tune, home, and a nice back button, which really comes in handy when you have so much technology in these vehicles. You can just reverse back to get a certain screen you need. Navigation, I've used it before. It is pretty intuitive. The only thing you do need to know is that you need to be parked to change your navigation settings. Once you're driving, it'll lock you out and you can't really control nothing unless you have your phone plugged in right here to the port, USB port, which allows you to change it from your phone. You have drive modes, sport, custom, comfort, which is your default, eco, and a snow mode. It does have a 360 camera. Steering wheel turns, any display as well. It's fairly crisp and clear. Parking sensors and all-wheel drive lock. Up top, we do have a panoramic sunroof, front and rear. Motion detected lights up here. You do have a mirror with illumination. All of it is LED. One function I do like too, let's say you have a car seat right here, or you need to make some more room for somebody sitting right here on the passenger side rear. You can adjust it using this button right here. Move the seat forward, recline back and forward. You do have 2-person memory for the driver's seat. But let's check out the rear occupants area. You have manual sunshades. All the material all the way down here is all soft touch. Automatic windows, speakers. You do have a automatic climate control. 3-stage heated rear seats. Here's a look up through the panoramic sunroof. Here's the view to the front of the vehicle. Some storage, as well as cup holders. The seats do recline using this button right here. So you can recline forward and back. And you do have a slide function under the seat. Slide it forward and back. Show you the rear cargo area. The button right here. And it'll open up automatically. It's power, just standard on all GV80s. Got plenty of room. This one does have a cargo net under the load floor down here. Hit this to have cargo to hide your storage stuff. LED illumination on both sides. And a little bit of storage right here. Now before we get going, let's check under the hood. Here, let's see if I can get this one-handed. Oh, and we did. So you probably couldn't hear me over the engine, but it is a 2.5 liter turbo with 300 horses, 311 pound-foot of torque, and 0 to 60 in the high 6 seconds, low 7-second range. So let's go ahead, take it out for a drive. Starting out in this default mode, comfort. Do gotta love the camera mirror right here in the center console. Right turn signal shows you right side, left side. It's a pretty cool feature, but one thing I'm noticing is definitely a little bit more road noise with the 21-inch rims over the 20s. Got a little bit less sidewall, so you hear it a little bit more. And this one has about 10,000 miles, and I think you hear a little bit of like the tire noise. Something's rubbing or something, so you'll probably have to check that out. But other than that, the car in comfort just really cruises along. One thing I did forget to mention was the seat massager. So you'll see like a massage button right above your regular like power seat controls. You do have a pelvic stretch massage, just the bottom portion, and then the lumbar part, which is the back portion, as well as a full body massage. price of the vehicle. I mean, you're getting a lot of equipment over like a German option, like a GLE 350. For like 64, 65,000, this is quite impressive. Now, do you need the 3.5 liter? That's up to you, but this one is fine for, because you're not really racing nobody in this vehicle, so 2.5 turbo is enough. But if you want a smoother, more faster ride, you can definitely get the 3.5 with 375 horses. Surprisingly, it's not that much of like a power gain as far as upgrading engines. It's about 75 more horses, but it's up to you if you feel the difference. Now, as for driver's assistance, you do have your lane keeping assist with steering assist. So here, let's go over the lane. I can feel it pulling back. See it pulls back. It works pretty good, and you do have a adaptive cruise control. Hit the mode button, and then you just set your speed accordingly. See, it slows down. Let's go ahead and take it out on our road. Put it into sport mode. Put in sport. Let's see how she does. As I said before, you can definitely feel the road a little bit more with the 21s. Maybe went over a little bump and you can really feel it. Just be careful of potholes when you have the 21-inch rims, as it may cause a little bit more problems. Let's switch back into comfort, because we got some traffic behind us, so we'll wait till we're coming back the other direction. After driving these GV80s for a couple of times, you can feel the mass like every now and then, but like when you're coming to like a complete stop, the vehicle kind of like bucks a little bit because it sits up high, and like when everything moves forward, like the weight shifts forward. So when you come to a complete stop, it kind of bucks a little bit. But other than that, it's one smooth ride. U-turn test. There's the auto start stop. And let's do a quick little acceleration. You see, that's exactly what I mean when I came to a stop just now. Did that whole little buck, but let's. And that's 60 miles an hour. So I mean, it's not bad as far as like regular use goes, but if you want a little bit more, you can get the V6, twin turbo V6. Even the steering is fairly smooth and light, so I mean, it's responsive too. If you want a little bit more response, definitely go for GV70, which is a little bit more sport oriented, like its G70 counterpart. Let's go ahead and do one more acceleration. Brake torque it. Let's put it back in the comfort. Now, as far as recommendations for this vehicle, I definitely would recommend this vehicle. Get a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. You get complimentary maintenance for 3 years, 36,000 miles, etc. But I think it's worth it for the value quotient you get for this vehicle. But I'll be back in a minute for my final thoughts on the GV80. Now, overall, I think the GV80 is a worthy competitor of the German options. And I think their constant improvements that they make, I mean, most Genesis vehicles last like about every 6 years for a total life cycle, which is a lot sooner than most. So I think the constant refreshes, improvements will definitely be a little bit more superior over their competition. Now I am hoping too for a GV80 Sport. They have a G80 Sport, I know, for 2022. And I would like to see Genesis maybe do a GV80 Sport and turn up the sportiness just a little bit more. I did have some seat time in the 3.5T. That one definitely is a little bit smoother as far as acceleration goes, faster. And I think just the whole auto start stop is just smoother. Everything is smoother about the 3.5 liter V6. I think that's like the ultimate like luxury SUV. So yeah, that's going to conclude my video on the GV80. Please be sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me show you guys the outside real quick. The exterior is just very striking. It's like everybody says, a Bentley, a mini Bentley, where everything is just so sweeping and from the front to the rear. The whole roof just slopes down. But make sure to subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Chris signing out.